This is the last time I'm talking about the MVP. I promise.
Run it back, Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros.
Run it back, Nation. What is good? It is your boy DJ. So run it back, Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros. Algo gang, do your thing. Hit the like button on the video. Give me 500 likes if Joel Embiid is finally going to get an MVP that he's deserved for 3 seasons. Hit the like button if you believe that. If you don't believe that, you're a fraud anyway, and I don't want you to hit the like button. Seriously, I don't. Let's just get right down to it. Subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on, all those things. Let's just get right down to business. Joel Embiid sat down with Rachel Nichols, who blocked me on Twitter. I'm not sure why. I tried to go to her Twitter page to find this video, and I'm blocked by Rachel Nichols. I don't remember what I said. But here's what Joel Embiid said to Rachel Nichols on Showtime. Show Basketball. Rachel Nichols has a show on there. Here it is.
What would it mean to you to finally win the MVP after 2 times as a runner-up?
I don't know. I think one thing I'll say is that, if people tell you that they don't care about it, they're lying. Yeah. That's the best award you can get as a basketball player. It means a lot, But if
people tell you they don't care about it, they're lying. Who recently said they don't care about it? You know who.
I were to win it, it would be, But if I were to win it, it would be, it would validate all the work that I put in. That's why I cared. That's why I cared about it, because you put in so much work, and if you get that recognition, it just validates that you didn't waste your time. But, like I said, if someone tells you that they don't care, that's bullshit.
He straight up said bullshit. I love it, Joel. You're supposed to want the MVP because, you put in the work every single day to improve your game every single year. And it would just be absolute blasphemy to have a player who led the NBA in scoring back-to-back seasons and the MVP went to somebody else. It's just a fact. That's just how I see it. That's just a fact. You can argue Giannis. You can argue Jokic with advanced stats, whatever you want to do. It would be blasphemy for a player to lead the league in scoring back-to-back seasons and not win MVP. Here's a nice segment from Joy Taylor on FS1 because talking about all of the things that go into it.
Ghosts matter in this conversation. We try to make them not matter, but they do. The ghost of back-to-back MVPs is mattering in this conversation with Jokic, as it should. The ghost of Giannis already winning an MVP is mattering in this situation.
I agree. I agree.
The ghost of Embiid never being rewarded with an MVP is mattering in this situation.
Yes. The ghost of Joel Embiid never being rewarded. You got to take that into account. It's not a pity vote. It's the fact that he's had amazing seasons, 3 seasons in a row, and you just can't let that go by without him having an MVP award to his name. You can't.
Yes.
But
feeling that he should have won
last year.
Sure.
Correct.
Ooh, Rick Bucher with the fire. The feeling that he should have won last year. That's national media pundits saying on national TV. Jokic shouldn't have won MVP last year. He didn't do more than he did the first year that he won it. They weren't the best team in the league. He can't defend my 7-year-old at the rim. They need to take him off the floor in certain clutch defensive possessions.
The ghost of him winning the scoring title last year and then doing it again this year is mattering in it.
Sure.
Boom!
To be honest with you,
Talk your shit, Joy!
I'm cool with that because it changes every single year and because we know that ghosts play a role in this situation.
Facts.
And I think it's the right choice. And I said this to House a few days ago. Like, if I look at these last 5 years, Giannis having 2 and Jokic having 2 and Embiid having 1, kind of feels right for the last 5. Like, I hate bringing past years into the MVP.
No, it doesn't feel right. Jokic should not have 2 MVPs.
But if Jokic...
He shouldn't. That's just a fact.
I'm gonna be honest. If Jokic did not have an MVP award,
I'd be fine
I
with
think
it.
he would win going away.
No, he wouldn't, bro. On what? Based on what? If Jokic didn't have an MVP award, he would win this year going away? On what? Triple doubles are overrated. A center that hands the ball off to Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., and others the whole game, and 5 or 6 of his assists are literally handing the ball to somebody who drives to the rim. Blows the advanced analytics out of the water. Oh my God, a 7-footer dropping triple doubles. We've never seen this before. Triple doubles are overrated. You heard it here. No, he shouldn't, bro. You've seen the defensive ineptness of Nikola Jokic. This year, it's been amplified more than any year. He is the worst rim defender in the history of the stat. That's not an MVP. You got to play both sides of the floor. Anyway, I don't want this video to be 40 minutes long. Let's continue because I got interesting. Joel Embiid says in a video that he cares about the MVP. Here's what Giannis says about the MVP. Look, I will never try to create a narrative about the work that I put in, and maybe that might hurt me because I believe the last 5 years I've been the MVP. I respect that. Obviously, you're supposed to feel like you're the MVP. You're supposed to feel like you're the best player in the league. Do I want a third MVP? Hell fucking yeah, I want a third one. I'm extremely competitive. I try to make my team successful. That's what I get paid for. That's what I'm here for. I'm never going to be one who discredits anybody else's work. That's not who I am as a person. And I will never beg for an MVP award that I believe I deserve. I'm very proud that I'm able to play at an MVP level because that means I'm making my team very successful. That's the goal. Perfect answer, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Perfect answer. Now, Nikola Jokic has already said this year that he doesn't care about the MVP. Sure, buddy. But I found this hilarious. Nuggets GM on why they went 12-11 in the second half of the season. We had to deal with some adversity with the whole MVP dialogue discourse nationally. In the middle of the season, around All-Star break, we hit a little bit of a lull because the MVP dialogue rolling around Joker and some of it took a nasty turn. What? You lost basketball games and your team started to play worse because of the national media talking about the MVP award? What? What kind of leader do you have on your squad if the MVP talk takes a nasty turn and you start losing games because of it? But he doesn't care about the MVP. He said that before. You're telling me your team played worse because the MVP talk affected Nikola Jokic that much. That is embarrassing. If that's true. If that's true, that's embarrassing. And if I worked for this organization, I would tell this GM to shut the fuck up because you sound stupid. And the last thing here, DeMarcus Cousins says you can't give Joker 3 MVPs in a row because that would put him in the GOAT conversation.
I'm not okay with it being 3 MVPs in a row because it then becomes a conversation of, is this the best basketball player to ever touch a basketball?
Well, according to some people who just look at advanced analytics and say, wow, these stats that we've been using to evaluate players for a couple of years now, he's miles ahead of everyone. Even though it's because the stat was set up to evaluate a traditional style of basketball, and then you got a 7-foot center who's a pass-first mentality and rebounds and passes and doesn't shoot the ball as much, resulting in higher field goal percentages. It blew the equations out of the water and made it look like he's miles ahead of everybody that's ever played the game, which is why advanced stats should be a tool, not an answer.
And I think we can all agree on that and say it's not.
You hear that, Swiper? Swiper! Swiper! I think we can all agree that Nikola Jokic is not the greatest basketball player to ever touch a basketball. Swiper, for those who don't know, Swiper Cam told me to my face that Nikola Jokic is entering the GOAT conversation because of his true shooting percentages. you know, just completely overlooking the entire sport of basketball.
Not saying he can't be, not saying he doesn't deserve more down the road, but at this stage in his career, I'm not okay with saying that. He hasn't won anything.
I feel you, DeMarcus. So there you have it. Joel Embiid cares about winning the MVP because it solidifies, you know, it awards you, it recognizes all of the work that you put in to try to be one of the best players in the game. Giannis Antetokounmpo cares about the MVP for the same reason. He believes he's an MVP every year. He believes he's playing at an MVP level, and he wants another MVP. Nikola Jokic doesn't care about winning MVP, would rather not hear about it. And according to his own GM, the MVP talk this season has affected their Jokic and their team so much that they lost 11 games in the last 23. Give me all your thoughts and opinions in the comments. That's it. Joel Embiid is your 2023 NBA MVP because he deserves it. He deserves it this year. He deserved it the year before this. He probably deserved it the year before that. Give me your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Peace.